find out who's at this party.
Okay everyone, welcome into the tutorial. Today we'll be talking about Spire cutscene skip that is done here in episode 2, where we'll be skipping this cutscene that I'm about to show off.
With the drawbridge up, the only way across that river is on those conical rocks. Do you remember how to Spire jump?
What? You think I forget one of the Cooper family's greatest thief moves? Whenever I'm near pointed objects, I just need to jump and hit the circle button to perform a ninja Spire landing.
That's correct. Now let's see it in action.
And that was our cutscene. In this tutorial we'll be going the D-pad setup of Spire cutscene skip. I want to show off this because I developed a trick. I believe it's easier for beginners to learn it first because it makes the jumps more simplistic to do. And people have asked me to show off this trick. We will show off the original setup in this video, but it's just to show the comparison between the two. If you want to learn the original setup, please go to the Beaver and Gandy tutorial to do so. Now to the structure of this tutorial. We will look at the D-pad setup in its entirety, then the original setup in its entirety, and some things I feel like can go wrong with the trick, just to show a stark comparison between the two. Then we will move on to looking at the D-pad setup very slowly and going through the trick step by step. After that, I will go through some issues that you can have with the trick, and also some other situations that could cause some difficulties during Spire cutscene skip and how to traverse them. Now let's move on with the tutorial. This first clip will be the D-pad setup of the trick. And here is the original setup for Spire cutscene skip. As you can see, the stark differences between how a runner will make their way around the cutscene trigger, but you can see the original takes a slight bit more precision to make the jumps. With the original setup, it is difficult to see where you'll ledge grab along the edge as you make your way around the cutscene trigger, and so it's very difficult to mistime your jumps and fall into the void. Another issue that can happen with this setup is while you're making your jumps and timing them, you can still slightly mistime them and misangle them to where you're going slightly further along and making your progression across the ledge quicker, but you run the risk of going a little too far, and like in this clip here, I activate the Spire cutscene because I touched the very far corner where the cutscene trigger still has a tangible space active along the ledge. With the D-pad setup, we hold D-pad up as we make jumps along the edge. With my camera angles, I aim slightly off the edge using slice butt. I aim about right here for my first jump. For this second jump, we have a better angle, but I use the same method as before, aiming slightly off the edge and using slice butt to make the jump. And for the final portion here, we hold up right as we make our jump along the edge of the corner, then go back to holding up left to aim towards the spire to attach to it. And that is our trick. Another thing here is Spire cutscene skip. If you happen to wait in the safe house a little too long, a snake will spawn along the edge. So here is a clip of how we can deal with the snake and thus do the trick right after. As you see, I tap D-pad up until the snake spawns. At that point, you can tap D-pad up one more time to where you can be able to hit the snake without activating the cutscene trigger. In this clip, I want to show how important it is to hold a D-pad input while making your jumps along the edge here. If you do not, you will jump up into the trigger and activate the cutscene. If you do hold a D-pad input, you will avoid the trigger, but it still requires a timed jump to 1. Ledge grab, and 2. Not activate the cutscene. As mentioned before, if you go all the way to the tip while making your jumps along the edge, you will activate the cutscene trigger. Some issues you may encounter while doing this trick is not timing your first glitch high jump well and not getting your first ledge grab, thus falling into the void. Others may be including getting all the way to the end and not properly holding the right angles, trying to get to the spire, and thus not reaching the spire and falling into the void. Then lastly, if you aim your camera wrong, you will not ledge grab and fall into the void. And with that, that's our tutorial. I hope the information provided in the clips you used are beneficial to those who will use this setup in their runs. You should all definitely check out the Sly Cooper speedrunning Discord. If you are interested in learning other tricks, I have provided another video with the spaghetti jump tutorial, and you should check it out here. And with that, thank you all for watching, and see ya!